Hello, everyone. Okay, so today is Wednesday. You will be at your desk right now doing some learning. I want you to do me a favor. We're going to do a review of some of our subtraction stuff, some of our takeaway stuff from this chapter. So I want you guys to go ahead and take out your whiteboard in your desk and a marker. And I wrote 4 problems on this board. I want you to go ahead and copy these 4 problems and see if you can figure out what's going to go in the blank. So you can pause me for a sec. And then copy what I have on my board. Make your board look like my board. And then once you do that, what's going to go in this blank? What do you need to add to 4 to get yourself to 6? Okay? And same thing over here. I've got 3 plus blank equals 7. So I want you to think, if I have 3, what do I need to add to 3 to get to 7? And then I've got 2 takeaway problems for you. 9 take away blank equals 7. So think about, what do you need to put in that blank so that if you have 9 and you take away something here, you will end up with 7. What do you need to take away from your 9 so you will end up with 7? And same thing here. If you have 8 as your whole, what do you need to take away from your 8 so that you have 2 left? So go ahead, try those 4 problems, and I'm going to help you with the answers in a minute. But if you need help, you've got your fingers, you've got blocks in your desk, you can put me on pause, and remember, you could go back into that screen with me, and you have your red and green, you have your red and yellow counters you can use. You've got a number line on that chart you can use. Okay, so you've got a bunch of different things that you can use to help you solve those problems. So put me on pause, solve those 4 problems, and then we're going to come back and we're going to check them in a minute to see if you're right. Okay. All right, so you had some time. Hopefully you paused me and hopefully you thought of these, because I love when I saw a bunch of people last week, like I saw Michael take out his whiteboard and he was practicing it really hard. I saw Addison doing it. I saw a lot of you take out those whiteboards and practice your story problems. Okay, so now let's check. Hopefully you have these 4 blanks filled in, and let's think about that. What do I need to add to 4 to get me to 6? So I'm going to use my fingers today because these are attached to me. Okay, so if I have 4 fingers up, how many more fingers do I need to add to get to 6? Well, I can use my fingers and I can count up. So I can go 4, 5, 6. How many fingers did I need to add on to get to 6? 2. I had to add on 2. So if I put 2 in that blank, let's check that. Does 2 plus 4 equal 6? Well, let's count it. 4, 5, 6. Yes, 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, this one, same thing. I'm going to use my fingers. Okay, so 3 plus what equals 7? What do I need to add to my 3 to get to 7? So I'm going to put up my 3 fingers, and I'm going to count up until I get to 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I add on to get to 7? 4. So let's put 4 in the blank and always double check our answers. Okay, so let's check it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 3 plus 4 does equal 7. Down here now I've got a takeaway. 9 take away what equals 7? So I'm going to put my 9 fingers up. And what do I need to take away from my 9 to get to 7? Okay, so if I know 9 looks like this, now I've got 8. Now I have 7 up. So how many did I take away? I took away 2 fingers to get to 7. So 9 take away 2 must equal 7, but let's double check that. And I'm going to use my counting back strategy. So I'm going to put 9 in my head and count back. 9, 8, 7. Yes, I counted back 2. I landed on 7. Okay, and the last one. 8 take away what equals 2. So I'm going to put my 8 fingers up. What do I need to take away from that to land with 2? So I'm going to take them away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took away 6 fingers so that I could end up with 2 fingers. Okay, so I'm going to put 6 in that blank, and then I'm going to double check it. Does 8 take away 6 equal 2? Let's check it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, 8 take away 6 did equal 2. If you did all those answers by yourself and you got the same answers as me, good job you. Okay, next one. I'm going to give you a story problem, and I want you guys, okay, so I'm going to erase my board. Now, make your board look like my board, and I want you guys to try doing an equation and a number bond to go with the story I'm about to tell you. So remember our square, circle, square, circle, square, okay? Don't put your sign in here because we're not sure if it's adding or takeaway yet, so I want you to listen to my problem, okay? But we do know what's going to go in this one always, which is our equal sign. So that one I can put there because I know my equal sign is going to go there. Okay, so I'm looking for an equation and a number bond to go with this story. You ready? I had 8 markers. I gave some to Dustin, and then I had 5 markers left. How many markers did I give to Dustin? So I had 8 markers. I gave some to Dustin, and then I had 5 markers left. I think that was my number equation. So I had 8 markers. I gave some to Dustin, and then I had 5 markers left. How many markers did I give to Dustin? So if I start you out with that, you can try it. Pause it. Let's think about that. Pause the video if you think you've got this, and you can go ahead. If you need a little bit of help, stick with me for a sec. So I said I had 8 markers. I gave some to Dustin. If I give some to Dustin, am I adding or am I taking away? Taking away. Okay, because I gave some to Dustin. He has some of my markers. I gave him some, but I don't know how many. I didn't tell you. That's what you guys need to figure out. But when I was done, I had 5 markers left. So I can put my 5 at the end. So how many did I give to Dustin? I had 8, gave some to Dustin, then I had 5 left. How many did I give to Dustin? Think back to how we solved those problems in the last, when we did the last part of my marker board. Okay, so pause me, see if you can finish my equation and my number bond real quick, and then we'll check you. Okay, so I'm coming back. Hopefully you figured out what happened in that square. So if I had 8 markers, I'm going to use my fingers again, and I gave some to Dustin, and then I had 5 left. How many did I give to Dustin? So I had 5 left. How many did I give to Dustin? 3. Let's check that. If I put 3 in my blank, let's see if that's right. 8, and I'm going to count back 3. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, 8 take away 3 does equal 5. I gave 3 markers to Dustin. What goes in your number bond? What's your whole? How many markers did I have at the start? 8. How many did I give to Dustin? 3. And how many were left? 5. Okay, hopefully you had that. If you did, good job. Okay, we are going to do one more problem together. Okay, and then I have you do, then you have a little worksheet at your desk to do. Okay, so here is our next problem. I am going to draw you a picture. Okay, and you don't have to draw my picture on your marker board. You also don't even have to do this one on your marker board. Okay, all right. Okay, so like I said on this one, you do not have to copy this on your marker board. This time you're just going to point to the answer I'm looking for on my screen, okay? All right, so I drew you a picture. I've got 4 circles here and 2 more over here. And there are 4 equations that belong to this family, okay? I wrote 4 equations, but there's one equation I made a mistake on. And there's one equation down here that does not belong to my family. Can you look at my 4 equations I wrote, and which one does not belong with my family? Can you point to it on the screen of the one that does not belong with my family? Okay, so let's check. If you pointed to this equation, you were right. Good job. And let's see why. If you didn't point to this equation, let's talk about why that equation does not belong to my family. Okay, so I had a group of 4 here and a group of 2 here. So if I look at my first adding equation, I've got 4 plus my 2 equals 6 altogether. That does belong to my family. Okay, but let's look at this one and why it does not belong to my family. Do I have a group of 5 up here? Mm-mm. Do I have a group of 1 up here? I've got a group of 4 and a group of 2, but I do not have a group of 5 and I do not have just a group of 1. Yes, 6 was part of my family, but 5 and 1 are not, so that's why this one does not belong with my family. Let's look at this for my takeaways. Was 6 my whole? Yes. Could I take away a group of 2? Uh-huh. Can I equal a group of 4 left over? Yep. And down here, was 6 my whole? Yep. Can I take away a group of 4? Uh-huh. Can I equal 2 left over? Yep. So this one had numbers that did not belong with my family. So that one is not part of my number bond family. Okay. All right, so guys, here is your problem that you have to do today. Okay, so you've got a front and a back to try to finish for me today before group time is over. The first one, those are those 2 problems like we practiced on our board. If I have blank and I'm adding on 2 equals 5, what do I need to add to my 2 to get to 5? Fill in the bubble. Remember, color in with your pencil next to the answer for that one for me. Same thing with this one. If I have 8 and I'm taking away something, what do I need to take away from 8 to get to 1? Fill in the bubble next to the right answer. Okay, right here, you've got a little story problem. I have 9 marbles. I gave some to Leo, but I don't know how many. And then I had 7 marbles left. How many marbles did I give to Leo? Find the answer for that one. Right here, they gave you the whole. What are my 2 parts to equal 10? Okay, and there's a bunch of different answers, but you've got to find the right answers down here at the bottom. Okay, so which of your choices down here are 2 numbers that get you to 10? What are the 2 parts to make 10? Okay, and then on the back, you've got a story problem again. Look at the picture. Okay, there they wrote 4 facts, just like I did on my last problem before I showed you this worksheet. One of those facts they made a mistake on. One equation does not belong to that family. Which equation does not belong to this picture family? Okay, so there's one that they made a mistake on. Can you find the mistake? Last one, Jim has 4 balloons. Ben gives him 2 more. How many balloons does Jim have now? Okay, so try those little problems. If you finish and you still have some time left, you can go on and you can choose something off the shelf on your math page. Good learning today, guys.